The government denies that farm gate prices ever dropped to single-digit levels. But here's one thing they could not deny. Farmers were right to worry about rice tariffication. Proponents and supporters of the measure concede to as much, but they say these troubles are nothing but birth pangs.
Objectives of RTL is very laudable, and hoping in the long run, after say 6 years, that the farmers, rice farmers particularly, will be more productive, more competitive, and more prosperous.
Still, President Duterte said no childbirth should be as painful. He apologized to local producers and promised that help is on the way. He insisted, though, that the rice tariffication law could not be repealed, as doing so would lead to a, quote, food crisis. All he could do was urge Congress to allocate funds to purchase local harvest, even at slightly higher prices.
Kung gusto talaga natin walang problema, bilihin lahat ng produce ng producer farmer. Kagastos tayo dito, bilihin natin. Tapos, allocate tayo. Para yung mga farmers, may resulta sa pawis nila. Sabihin ko kay Dar, ang Congress, you appropriate money and we will buy all the rice, farm gate rice ng ating farmers.
Amid all these issues, Agriculture Secretary William Dar refuses to blame the rice tariffication law for our farmers' sorry plight. He explained that prices have already been dropping before the law was implemented. He recons this might be because of traders and millers who hoard supply, as well as smugglers who might be in collusion with DA personnel. And that may be the reason for the growing disconnect of falling farm gate prices, even though retail prices remain steady. As investigations into these irregularities are ongoing, Dar said government programs are in place to help affected farmers get through these so-called birthing pains. These include the annual 10 billion peso Rice Competitiveness Enhancement Fund. Senator Cynthia Villar said the RCEF will be used to provide training and equipment to help local farmers produce more efficiently. On top of the RCEF, an additional 3 billion peso cash assistance will be allotted next year for rice farmers tilling 1 to 2 hectares of land. And another 2.5 billion pesos has been allocated for the expanded zero-interest loan program extended to farmers. Dar explains that implementing the rice tariffication law is both a challenge and an opportunity to transform traditional rice lands into modern farming communities. This is supposed to lead to enhanced rice self-sufficiency in the country in the long run. However, promising all of these sound, it's getting difficult for our farmers to think about the long run, as their own plates remain empty and short-term prospects remain bleak.
At kung ito itutuloy pa, sasabihin hintayin pa namin yung 2 taon para maging normal yung kalakaran, baka po nangangayayat na tagtigil na po yung mga anak namin sa pag-aaral.
A group called Bantay Bigas has garnered 50,000 signatories, urging lawmakers to repeal the rice tariffication law. The signatures were gathered from farm areas across the country, especially in top rice-producing provinces. They are asking congressmen to look at any of the 5 pending bills and resolutions in the lower chamber to repeal or amend the law in question. House Committee on Agriculture and Food Chairman Will Enverga said his committee will continue deliberations on all these proposals in the coming year. But the research and advocacy group Action for Economic Reforms is calling on the government to stay the course in implementing the law while ramping up moves to safeguard the welfare of Filipino farmers. The group claims that a reversal would just allow traders and hoarders to take advantage. The government is thus presented with compelling arguments from affected stakeholders. The new year beckons, and soon a decision would have to be made. As consumers enjoy their more affordable rice meals, farmers await what's next with bated breath.